for the new episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight I'm thinking what I'm going to make for dinner, and I thought I haven't done eggs for dinner in a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and throw together a really quick baked omelet, and really it's kind of like a crustless quiche. And in this you can use whatever you have in your fridge. You have some leftover chicken, throw it in there. I'm going to use some ham today because I had a piece of ham that I needed to use up. You can use some pre-cooked breakfast sausage, you can use cooked bacon, you can use whatever you like in here, and it will be delicious. Anything you would traditionally put in an omelet, go ahead and toss in here. And we're only going to put some ham and some cheese and some seasonings in here tonight. So let's have a look. I'm going to use 8 eggs, which ends up being 2 eggs per person. I'm going to use a cup of cottage cheese. I'm going to use a cup and a half to 2 cups. I'm sure that's what this is about a cup and a half of ham that I diced. And we're going to use about 2 cups of cheese. I just grated up the end of a large brick that I had in the refrigerator. We're also going to use some salt and some pepper. And I may go ahead and toss in some mushrooms, but I may just drain a can of mushrooms and throw them in here. If I had fresh mushrooms, I would do that too. I would prefer to put some green onion in here. Micah does not like green onion, so we're going to forego the green onion tonight. So let me crack some eggs in here, and then I'll be right back and we'll mix this up together. Okay, we're back. I put 8 eggs, that 1 cup of cottage cheese, a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of ground pepper. And we're just gonna blend this. I got pepper all over everything. And that's where you want it. I put it on liquefy. It's going to blend all of that cottage cheese and the egg mixture together, and it's going to be it's going to souffle really nice when you bake it. Making it in the blender also is a huge time saver, and it's it's a little bit less cleanup. Really, all I have to do with that now is rinse it out real well with some soapy water. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss my ham in here. Well, I did not have any canned mushrooms, but I did have some freeze-dried mushrooms. So I just put those in a little bit of hot water, and they're actually kind of rehydrated already. So I'm just going to toss them in here. I'm not going to drain them. I'm just going to pick them out with my hands because they'll actually help to absorb some of the liquid from the egg, and it'll help set that casserole up a little better. But, if you don't have dried mushrooms, don't even worry about it. If you don't like mushrooms, don't put them in here. It is no big deal. This is your creation. Okay, I am also going to sprinkle about half of this cheese in here, and I'm going to save the rest for the top, which we are not going to put on right away. We're going to put that on later. Okay, let's take this, pour this in here, just kind of evenly distribute it as best you can. It's going to even out in the oven, I promise, so don't worry. This is not brain surgery. This is easy stuff. I'm going to get a rubber spatula, and I'm just going to give this all a good zhuzh. Zhuzh being the official term of the evening. Just make sure that all that cheese is underneath the egg mixture, because you don't want that to burn or sit on the top like that during the entire cooking time. Okay. Now, I just have a baking sheet that I lined with a parchment. This is for nothing more than stability. I have my oven set at 350 degrees, and I'm just going to put this right in here. And I'm going to let this go for half an hour, and then I'm going to check it. So in 30 minutes. Okay, it has been a little over a half an hour, and I'm just going to bring this out and check it. I can tell by looking at it pretty much that it's finished. I'm just going to stick it with a knife here right in the center. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It's clean. There's no moisture coming out on that knife. The only other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my oven off. I'm going to come over here and get the rest of this cheese. I'm going to sprinkle it over the top. And I'm going to stick this back in the oven for just a few minutes. Let that cheese melt. I'm going to let my potatoes come to a quick finish. I fried up some potatoes really quick. And that's what we'll have on the side. Put these back in the oven. Oven's plenty hot to melt that cheese, and we'll be back and we'll fix you a plate because I know you're hungry. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's just been a few minutes in this hot oven and our cheese is melted and everything looks great. See? The one thing I love about this baked omelet is, you know, do you ever notice when you try and make an easy dinner of eggs and potatoes, every pan in your kitchen gets dirty and it's a giant mess and it takes forever to clean up. What you started out doing as quick and easy ended up being a giant job because you had to clean up the thing. So let's cut into this and we'll fit you a plate. Let me grab a knife. Oh, here, I'm gonna get a clean spatula. Let's see here.
What pile is it?
No, would you stop with that? We'll give a nice generous portion here. We'll loosen it around the sides. Oh, and the one thing I did not mention, I did spray this baking dish with some cooking spray. Let's see if it's going to cooperate with me and come out. Yep. Let's get the rest of your ham here. You can do this for breakfast on Sunday morning. It would be wonderful. Put whatever you like in here. The only thing I would say is that if you want to use tomatoes, I would do that at the end and I would just serve them on top. Some home fries. And we'll come over here and grab you a fork. Happy dinner. There you go. Baked omelet with ham and cheddar cheese and mushrooms and some home fries on the side. That's what's for dinner. I hope you give this a try and I hope you like it. And until next time, I'll see ya.